This is Smart Reverb 2, and it will let you step into a new dimension of content-aware mixing with reverb. You can generate a custom reverb effect for every instance, automatically fixing common issues with resonances or overemphasized frequencies, and experiment with a lot of different styles without endlessly clicking through presets. But the real next level stuff happens in the group mode. You can add multiple instances to one group and control them from a single window, making depth staging super easy and convenient. And you can quickly make some drastic changes to your sound by controlling multiple instances at once.
Hearts beating in time with every laughter and every glance.
So yeah, a lot of possibilities with Smart Reverb 2. Let's dive in. We came up with a new approach to adding depth to your song for Smart Reverb 2. So you'll have to work with it a little differently than you would with a usual reverb. First off, it's primarily designed to be used directly on your audio track. I'll show you how to use it on a send or bus a little bit later. After adding it to my drum track, I'll select a suitable profile and click Learn. I can choose between natural sounding reverbs like room and hall, and more iconic ones like spring and plate. The source-aware processing keeps my drum set sounding crisp and transparent by subtly enhancing the lows and higher mids. I can control its influence with the source adaptation parameter. Let's see what it does on a vocal. I feel like I can get a great atmosphere with a hall-type reverb.
Insensé. Le bon moment pour avouer mes sentiments.
You won't find common reverb controls like reverb time, pre-delay or dry-wet controls in Smart Reverb 2. But don't panic. These perceptive controls will make fine-tuning much more intuitive and give you free creative reign. The first thing I like to do is find the right distance, meaning how far away my source will sound.
Le bon moment pour avouer mes sentiments silencieusement passés.
This is similar to a dry-wet control, but it goes further. It also adjusts the reverb's density and tonal cues, so placing sounds in the mix feels more natural and realistic. With my distance set, I'll play with the size of my virtual space. The higher the number, the larger the space will sound.
Le bon moment pour avouer mes sentiments silencieusement passés.
And as a last step, I'll set a width to define how immersive the reverb will sound.
Bien trop longtemps, j'ignorais ce qui nous rendait.
And even with a lot of reverb, I don't have to worry about the level because the auto gain takes care of it. But now, let's get to the real innovation of Smart Reverb 2, group mode. Right now, this mix sounds quite flat. All of the sources are at roughly the same position.
Sparks on the stars, hearts beating in time with every laughter and every glance.
I'll create a group, add my instances, and let them learn all at once.
So take my hand to
Let's do some depth staging in the distance panel. My lead vocals, for example, should be at the front.
laughter and every glance. Lost in the moment, the sweet
While my electric guitar should be at the back.
my hand to the wonderland. Sparks on the stars, hearts beating in time with every laughter.
I'll also push my e-guitar towards the spring style for an iconic sound that stands out. And I can also make some sweeping changes by selecting multiple instances at once.
Beating in time with every laughter and every glance. Lost in the moment, the sweetest romance. So take my hand to the wonderland.
The parameters will be updated for all selected members. Of course, we've included some special tools for advanced editing in Smart Reverb 2. To use Smart Reverb 2 on sends and buses, I need to enable the wet mode, which makes the reverb 100% wet. The distance filter creates a very realistic feeling of depth by lowering the highs in signals that are further back. I can turn it off if I want a sound to retain its brilliance despite a lot of reverb. In the manual override panel, I can cut off my reverb tail for gated reverb effects, and I can emphasize or tone down the reverb in certain frequency regions. Mono below ensures that signals with low frequencies do not produce a booming sound. And lastly, Smart Reverb 2 also comes with these fun modes for special creative effects. If you want to check out these new ways of working with reverb, you should get the 30-day trial at sonable.com.